Wonderful. All right, so what we're going to be talking about is how to improve your partnership defense. This is one of the lectures in my course that I teach on defense. And it's called Listening for Clues, Selecting Defensive Strategy. Okay? So let's take a look at a couple of things here first. If I give you this hand here, you got Jack 10, 9, 8 of spades, Jack 8, and I ask you to lead against 3 no trump. This is not supposed to be going by itself, but it is. If I tell you to lead from this hand, then what are you going to lead? Well, some of you may say, I'm going to lead the Jack of spades. Some of you may say, I'm going to lead the diamond suit or the king of clubs. Everybody could say something that, from their perspective, perhaps has some legitimacy. But the problem with this is, you have no context. You have no auction. You only say leading against 3 no trump, but you don't have an auction. The auction gives you context, and you choose what to do based on that context, not based on what's convenient from the hand that you're holding. That's what the clues for defensive, making a better defense. So for instance, take this example here. Your partner opened 1 heart. Oh, this thing is moving itself. Hang on. Can you stop that for a second, please? Fourth, and they bid 1 no trump. Makes a good partner, and they're in a suit contract. And you force the declarer to ruff frequently to lose control of the hand. That's what that is. Now you select the suit after you select the strategy, and then finally you select the card. Unfortunately, beginners start here. They look at their hand, say, this is the card that fit the convention card, and that's what I need to do. And that's out of context completely. That only can work some of the time, but not all the time. Okay, so here, what sort of clues are you looking for? So it's very simple. As soon as the auction starts, you ask yourself one simple question. Did partner act? And there are 2 answers to this question. It's either yes or no. If partner acted, they overcalled, they doubled. So you have to lead your partner's suit. If my partner made an overcall, and hopefully your partner makes an overcall that's a good suit, not just a 10, 9, 8, 7, 5th that I like to overcall with. If my partner doubled an artificial bid or anything like that, what should I do? If my partner did not act at all, I have no information from my partner, they just bidding. Now you should go to your checklist. And the checklist is something like this for no trump contract. Did they show interest in the measure? Did they use statement? Did they use transfer? They are strong enough to go to a game where they're crawling, they're inviting each other? Did they have a threatening side suit that I heard about? Do I have an honor sequence? 3 of an honor, lead the top, that would be easy. How strong is my hand? Do I have entries? Do I need to hit my partner's hand instead of developing something in my hand? These are all the things you need to be thinking about before you make the lead. Now you're probably thinking, but I don't have that much time before I make the lead, right? No, you do actually. When you get thinking of the auction as it goes around the table, you'll be able to come up with some of these. And then you choose the suit, and then the card becomes very easy. The card will be consistent with whatever agreement you have, but you have to go through the process first. In a suit contract, it gets a little bit more complicated. Again, it's the same thing. Did my partner act? Did my partner not act? Again, these are the things that you have to trust your partner. Your partner made a takeout double here. They made a lead directing double. Other conventional doubles that you may have with your partner. Lead your partner suit unless you have a really good reason not to. If my partner didn't do anything, now I need to ask myself some things. Do they have a fit? Is it a 4-3 fit? Is it a 7-card fit? Is it an 8-card fit or more? Do they show 2 suits? Did they show a secondary side suit that could be used to help me discard some of my losers? You need to be thinking, how is the declarer going to get rid of their losers? And you look at the dummy comes down, the dummy's unbalanced, you know they're going to be roughing some things. Maybe you have to switch to trump at some point. These are the kind of things you need to kind of be thinking about as you defend. Defense is the most rewarding thing about bridge, I think. And it's the hardest also. Why? Because you can't do it alone. It's like dancing. If you don't dance with a partner, people start talking. You know, dance alone. Choose a strategy, a suit, then the gut. So let's take some examples here. What did this auction suggest leading? For a simple auction, One club by them, they bid one heart, one no trump, and it goes all pass. So if you look at an auction like that, without any cards in your hand, you ought to be able to come to some conclusion what's going on. Well, this guy here denied having 4 spades. Yes? This guy here obviously preferred balanced and a weak hand. And they got out. So if you look at the analysis here, South denied 4 spades. North may have 4 hearts and 4 spades here, but since you denied 4 spades, I'm not going to show them to you. Otherwise, I'll be reversing. And I probably should think spade lead. My partner could have overcalled 1 spade here if they had 5 spades and a decent hand, but they didn't. Then if I put all of these basic facts together, it suggests not to lead spade, lead something else, whatever that is. Another example, 1 club, 1 diamond, 1 spade, 1 no trump, 2 no trump pass. So here what happened is open 1 club, South bids 1 diamond. Now you need to ask them, do they bypass, do they bid a diamond suit up the line, or if they have a weak hand, 4 hearts and 4 diamonds, or even 5 diamonds, did they bid the measure first? Because some people check that box, bypass a diamond suit, or they don't. And it's very important for you to know that this 1 diamond, does it deny 4 hearts, or it does not deny 4 hearts? Because it makes a huge difference in how you interpret when to lead. So in this situation here, a heart lead is logical, but you need to know that they don't have any hearts here. Okay, so let's put it to action now. There's one more, I think I have one more, and then we're gonna take some hands with the actual hands. 1 club, 1 spade, 2 hearts, 2 spades, 2 no trump, all pass. That's what's happening at the table. Don't worry, you don't have 13 cards to worry about. You just listen to the auction. You need to be able to interpret this auction before you even touch your cards. So let's see what's happening here. They open 1 club, 1 spade. What do you know about South's hand? How strong is South hand? They're reversed, right? They have longer clubs than hearts. They probably 5 clubs and 4 hearts, or 6 clubs and 4 hearts, right? This person here is weak because after I reverse, I'm supposed to bid again. I did. I said I got probably 5 or 6 spades, but I'm weak. And 2 no trump is no longer forcing. And they passed. So when you analyze this, you say, okay, this guy here has 5-4. This guy here has 5 spades and a weak hand. So I may lead diamonds or spades. Because this guy here has 5-4 or 6-4. They're shortened diamonds. And they're shortened spades. Because they did not leave it in 2 spades. They continued to bid 2 no trump. No, I do not want to play in spades. So therefore, you probably want to lead diamonds or lead spades if you want to. But these are the kinds of things that will allow you to make an intelligent lead. Are you going to be always right? No, nobody does. You're going to make mistakes, so everybody else. Okay, let's take a look at some examples here. What's your lead against 3 no trump? Here's your hand, and here's the auction. 1 no trump, 3 no trump. Nothing fancy. Okay, so talk about it for 10 seconds at your table. We can open up the general discussion if you like, it doesn't matter. What would you lead on this auction, and more importantly, why? Is the auction, they have no interest in the measure. So this makes sense. I lead the 4 of spades. I do have a real entry in my hand. So I may very well set up a spade trick for our side or more. So that makes sense. Okay, moving along. How about if this auction, exact same hand, but the auction is different. Now the auction is 1 no trump, 2 clubs, 2 hearts, 3 no trump. So before you make a lead from here, you need to understand the auction. So what should you lead? And why? What do you know about the hand? South has hearts and could have 4 spades. Yes? Yes. But then North, after they bid 3 no trump, so it was 1 no trump, 2 clubs, 2 hearts, there is a 3 no trump bid over here. That 3 no trump bid says, I asked you for statement because I have what? 4 spades. And the fact that South passed says that they have only what? Just 4 hearts. Exactly. So what should you lead? A diamond. Okay, good for you. Very good. Another one. 1 no trump, 2 clubs, double by partner. My partner is doubling an artificial bid. All right, and now you're on leads. So what are you going to lead? Obviously clubs. Now, if you lead something else, then you have not been listening to your partner's double. And that causes tremendous problems at the table. Okay, so this is just a simple example. Let's take it up a notch a little bit. All right, here's another example. 1 spade, 3 spades, a limit raise with 4 card support, usually, unless if you're playing 2 over 1 trump forcing, it should be 4. And then your partner sign up in 4 spades. You're about leading from this hand. Question is, what strategy should you be using in this auction? Should you go active? Should you go passive? And if so, which suit should you lead, and then which card? Simple auction. 1 spade, 3 spade, 4 spades. So what should you lead? Some of you thinking about leading a deuce of hearts. Some of you are going to be leading 4th best from diamonds. And some may lead the deuce of clubs, and some may lead spade. Which lead do you think is the best lead? And what would you do? Maybe I should say it that way. I do have an application where everybody can vote on their phone. So it will be some absolutely, nobody knows what you're doing, but I didn't prepare it for this. I wish I did. Okay, give me feedback. It doesn't have to be right. Go ahead.
I think the 4 of diamonds.
The 4 of diamonds, okay. And that's because you're adopting an attacking defense? Yes, the answer is yes. The answer is yes, thank you. Anybody else? Isn't the 8 of spades the safest lead you can make?
Explain.
I mean, I will be attacking the hand that opened 1 spade. They both have points. And you'd be taking a risk leading this or that. They have a 9-card fit in spades. You have 2. Your partner has 2. The safest lead, you need to go passive on this hand and do a passive defense and lead the 8 of spades. Don't take chances. Don't go after it and give up a trick. I mean, you lead this, or you lead to the ace jack in the declarer's hand, or jack in the dummy, ace 10 in their hand. You don't know. So why take a chance? Okay. Next one. 1 no trump. 2 clubs, 2 heart, 3 no trump. This is very similar to what you saw before. What do you lead from this hand? Talk about it at your table. Just take a few seconds at your table. I want you to be part of the discussion. I don't want to tell you what to do. I want you to come to a conclusion of why you should do X, Y, or Z. So what should you lead? All right, give me feedback, please. Anybody wants to jump in?
3 of spades.
3 of spades. Okay. All right. Now, let's analyze this for a second. Okay? How many people want to do the 3 of spades? Raise your hand. Okay, quite a few. All right, very good. The auction was North asked 2 clubs. They bid 2 hearts, and then it goes, that could be hearts and spades in here. It went 3 no trump, and then South did not bid spades, therefore it was only hearts. Okay, so dummy's going to come down with spades. Ace, king, jack, 10. Because I saw the hand, you don't see it, but I know it. Okay? So now, you ask yourself, if I know I'm going to see 4 spades on my hand, I know that on my right there's 4 hearts, why not, and I have no real entries, why not just lead the 8 of diamonds and hit my partner's hand? It's not always about you, what's good from your hand. It's about the total picture. It's not always 4th best from my longest and strongest. No. So in this situation here, you should lead diamond. Okay, one more. 1 no trump, 3 no trump. What's your lead? Okay, now what are you gonna do with this baby? So obviously here, it's simple, you can lead fourth best. Now it makes sense here, right?
Yep.
Okay, you agree? All agree? Okay. Let's say the same hand, but the auction went 1 no trump, 4 no trump. Quantitative slam try. 16 points. 6 no trump. And now you have the same hand, and you have to lead against 6 no trump. Are you going to lead the 3 of hearts, or are you going to lead something else? Something else. What a guess. Which one? 10 of diamonds. Okay. So what you do at the table really depends on what the context of what's happening around you is. Not automatically, I'm going to lead fourth best for my longest and strongest, whether they play 3 no trump, 6 no trump, or 7 no trump. No. Yes. That was dangerous. Yes. Go. Go ahead. Well, let's have one conversation, please. One conversation, please. I don't hear
When
well.
they ask your partner, what kind of leads do you do? And they say, standard.
You should say substandard. What's that?
You know the trouble I had yesterday.
No, let's not go there. If you play according to the convention card and it's marked, that's standard. Standard carding. Standard leads. That's a standard lead, fourth from my strongest and strongest.
I was gonna do the.
And the 10 is top of nothing. It's a standard lead too.
Okay, so that's a standard lead too.
It's the lead is not selecting the suit. The lead is selecting standard carding. The card you lead from this here. If you lead the 8, that's not standard.
I got you.
But you lead the 10. But if you choose this suit, you gotta lead fourth best. Some people lead fifth best. That's what matters. Next, moving on. How about this coming one here? Okay. What's your lead against 3 no trump again? Here you go. The auction was 1 diamond, 1 heart, showing 4 hearts and 6 plus points. They both are unlimited still. And then it jumped to 3 diamonds. 3 no trump. And now here's your hand and you're on lead. What would you lead?
Jack.
The jack of spades, right? Who's in favor of the jack of spades? Do you remember Joan Rivers? When she used to say, "Can we talk?" We need to talk. What do you, I mean, the quickness with which you answered the question was alarming to me. Why? Because you said the jack of spades immediately, because you zoomed in on jack 10, 9, 8. But you forgot to ask yourself, what do I know from the auction? One of them says I have 6 diamonds and 16 to 18 points. They have a running diamond suit, and my queen is going to drop. They can run 6 diamonds. They have a source of tricks that can score 3 no trump before you even say anything. Then I need to make an attacking lead. I need to go active, not passive. You need to lead the king of clubs because of the auction. You are conflicted. You look conflicted. What's up? You're okay? Well, I can read your body language, but here it is from Eddie Cantor. When facing a potential source of tricks, you know they're going to run a suit. Don't go leading in a long. Are you going to develop one trick in here? By the time you develop the jack of the 10, they already made 10 tricks. They already made 10 tricks. You can even lead from ace queen if you have to, in things like that, which you normally would not do. So desperate times call for desperate measures. One more. 1 club, 1 spade, 1 no trump, 2 no trump, 3 no trump. My partner came alive, and they bid 1 spade, and I trust my partner with their leads. This is my hand and I'm leading. Some of you may completely ignore that my partner bid spade because I have a singleton, I didn't want to lead my singleton. Well, your partners they bid spades. Lead spades. Okay? Lead your partner suit because of timing. You don't want to give the declared timing to knock off some of your stoppers and the other suits. Okay, how about another one here? This is a little same thing. 1 diamond, 1 spade, 2 hearts, 3 hearts, 4 hearts. My partner again overcalled 1 spade. So I'm on lead. But I do have 2 spades. I'm in a suit contract, no trump now. And I do have king, queen, jack, 9. Is this a good enough reason for me to lead the king, or should I lead the 8 of spades? Okay, let's examine this. How many people want to lead the 8 of spades? Okay, how many people want to lead the king of clubs? Okay, the king of clubs will definitely, hopefully, generate 2 tricks for your side, correct? Would you not want to do that? I mean, the spade is still unclear what's going to happen, but I think this is a time where you can lead the king of clubs and not lead your partner's suit. So there's a piece of judgment here. You can, because you are in a suit contract. In a no trump contract, on the other hand, you want to help your partner set up their suit. So you want to lead their suit even if you were a single. That's the difference. Okay, here's one that's my favorite coming up. 1 spade, 1 no trump forcing, 2 hearts pass. Okay? 1 spade, 12 to 21, 5 card spades, 1 no trump forcing, 6 to 12, 2 hearts, my card, and a minimum hand, and I passed. And this is my hand, I need to lead from this hand. What should you lead?
Heart.
What is it?
A heart.
A heart, which is trumped. Did you hear that? And why is that? Because you have length in the suit that they open with. You want to protect that spade because you know that the dummy is short in spades. Perfect. Trump lead is the best lead here when you have a 2-suited hand like that. Trump lead is the best lead here. Very good. Next. Similar hand, 1 heart, 1 spade, 2 diamonds. Again, they pass. I took this guy here, took preference to diamonds versus hearts. Because I did not bid 2 hearts here, I just simply passed 2 diamonds. I like diamonds better. I'm short in hearts, your first suit. So now you're on lead. So if you have this hand here, you have values in hearts. Again, the best lead you can make is to lead trump. This is really kind of something that you probably haven't given it much thought in the past, but I think it's a good thing to know. Okay, let's take a look at this one. Now this is a little bit more of an elaborate auction. 1 spade, 3 spades, a limit raise. 4 card support. 4 clubs is showing a control in clubs. 4 hearts is showing a control in hearts, and 4 spades pass. And here's your hand. What would you lead after this auction? 5 of diamonds. And the reason is 5 of diamonds is because if you listen to the auction carefully, this guy here did not bid for diamonds to show control in diamonds. They bypassed the diamond suit. Therefore, they do not have a control in diamonds. I'm leading diamonds. Right? So the answer is in the auction. Very good. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look at this auction now. Maybe this is the last one. 1 diamond, 1 heart. 4 hearts. All pass. Got it? All right, here's your hand. What is your lead from this hand against 4 hearts? I would appreciate if the mentees actually take the lead on answering these questions rather than the mentors, if possible. So what are you going to lead? 2 of spades, yeah. 2 of spades, is that what I heard? Yeah. What else? Anybody else? Are we in agreement 2 of spades, the singleton? Do we get a rough? Or do you have some other ideas?
Partner has no points.
Say that again.
Partner has no points.
Partner has no points. Okay, so let's look at the auction. 1 diamond, 12 to 21. 1 heart, 6 or more. 4 hearts, 19. Opposite your 6. I have 19 points here to make this bid. I look at my hand, I got 8 and another 5, 13 high card points. 13 and 19 and 6, it does not leave my partner with anything to come in to give me a rough. You agree? Then I should lead what? Thank you so much. These are the kind of things that would drive a bridge teacher to drinking. Okay? When you look at this and immediately I'm going to lead my singleton. No, listen to the auction. Okay, one more. All right, 1 spade, 2 no trump, Jacoby. 4 spades. So what's 4 spades? Fast arrival, right? I have no shortness, no second suit, and I am just want to be in 4 spades. Here's your hand, and you're on lead with this hand against 4 spades. What should you lead? Jack of diamonds, is that what we said? Did I hear Jack of diamonds? All right, don't lead your singleton because you're entitled to 1 spade trick. You're going to get 1 spade trick. You don't need to get it roughing. So just lead the Jack of diamonds. Okay. All right, this is the finale, for sure. Now, if you get these right, I think there's a trip. Nancy and the unit is sponsoring a trip somewhere. I'm not sure where. 1 spade, 2 clubs, 2 over 1, 2 hearts, 2 spades, support, 3 card support, 4 spades. Fast arrival. All right. I have 4 hands. You're going to make a lead from these 4 hands. First hand. What would you lead holding that hand opposite this auction right here? What are you going to lead? Come on. Doesn't have to be right, but has to be something. Queen of diamonds? I don't see a queen of diamonds from here, but maybe you see it from over there. Oh, 3 of diamonds. Okay, got it. Okay. Now, would that be an attacking defense or a passive defense? Did they go to slam? They crawled to game and stopped. Correct? Is there any danger for me not to get my tricks? No. So why not play it safe? What's the safest lead you can make? Trump, thank you. You should lead Trump from this hand. This hand, what should you do? I'm going to put them all out and then you can tell me. Here they are. Just talk about them. You got 2, 3, and 4. Just tell me what you're going to lead in each one of these hands. I'll give you 10 seconds and then we get us down. Eight of clubs on the second one. The reason for that is, and you have the ace of trump as a control, right? That is really a key card. Okay, good. Next one.
Diamonds.
I'm sorry?
Diamond.
Diamonds, okay. I heard diamonds here. And the last one,
Club.
king of clubs. So here are the answers. Spade lead, because there's passive lead here. In here, I can lead the 8 of clubs because I have the ace of trump. I may get a rough. In this situation here, when you have 4 trumps in their suit, you need to lead something that you have length in, or you think your partner has length in, so you can get the declare to rough a couple of times. And if they rough a couple of times, they lose control of the hand because they have to pull trump and take care of some other business. So this is a forcing defense. You lead the longer suit you have. And the last one, obviously, you're going to lead the king of clubs. Okay? So in summary then, here it is. Oh, sorry. Forgot the summary. Okay, here we go. You wanted to come out here, Nancy, right? Okay. All right. This is a good time to do it. Here we go. Listen to the auction for clues to decide on the strategy before you choose the suit, and then the card based on standard guidelines. Deviate from standard guidelines only by partnership agreement. If you have an agreement that's different than other people, you just need to make sure you put it on your card. After seeing the dummy, you need to adjust your strategy. I just want to tell you something that happened a couple times when I was playing. People would discard, like say, the deuce of clubs. And then you ask them, what's your carding? And they'll say standard. And then you find out that their understanding is, the card that I discard is the suit that I want you to play. That's not standard. So if I throw away the deuce of clubs, and you play clubs because I told you play clubs, that's not standard. The deuce of clubs is an attitude signal. Either I like the suit, or I don't like the suit, but not any card that I play the suit. You cannot do that. You want to come up?
We mentioned directing doubles.